Greetings, roller coaster fanatics, and welcome out to a Fanatic Reviews. I've recently ridden InvadR. I can't believe it has finally happened. We are talking about it. We are talking about InvadR at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Let's begin. So, InvadR has arrived here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. It, of course, opened April 7, 2017. It is one of the several wooden roller coasters to open in America for 2017. And this was manufactured by GCI. GCI, it stands for Great Coasters International. They are famous for building wooden coasters that have sharp twists and lots of airtime. Very compact, twisted elements. Every once in a while, you'll see a coaster that is an out and back layout, but mostly, if you ever see a wooden coaster out there, because that's what they're usually make. I don't think they've actually made a steel roller coaster, but you'll see a wooden coaster that's very twisty. Then that's probably made by GCI. So this was actually different style for GCI. They're used to very heavily twisted roller coasters, and this is your standard kind of goes out, turns around, and comes back. GCI doesn't really do this. Also, this thing has steel supports. The other coaster made by GCI that I know of off the top of my head is White Lightning at Fun Spot America. This is still a wooden coaster because the track is still wooden. While yes, the supports may be steel, but the track is still wooden. The only really things we know about this ride is that it goes maximum speed of 48 miles per hour, so it's definitely more family size, besides the 46-inch height restriction, and also that this thing has a 74-foot drop. Easily, by looking at it, the drop is a lot larger than the height itself, so I'm guessing the height is around 40-50 feet, maybe a little bit higher, but that drop is definitely a lot larger than the height of this coaster itself. So, InvadR, what is its theming? Well, of course, this is located in the New France section of Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, which basically means Canada. So it's themed to the old style Canada, back when everything was all shacks and villages and Vikings exist, and that's what's happening. Vikings are invading the Trapper Village, and it is time for them to defend. So there's two trains, and you'll either be on the village one, which has the wooden carved bear, and it's got a wooden theme feel to the trains, or you'll be a Viking, which has the Viking strip and the dragon in front of it. And that is really cool. But that's really the theming in the station. You have shields. You also have a big battering ram with arrows that have been fired at it. Also, what's cool is the logo on this, and what's really awesome is at night this thing glows, and it's so cool. So, and that's basically the theming. This coaster has a decent theming, actually. There is a story behind it, and you can get the gist of the story, which is really nice. Another awesome thing about the trains, besides the theming, is the fact that there is no seatbelts. This thing is just straight up lap bars. However, I wish that this had the comfy seats like the padding that is on Thunderhead at Dollywood, that type. But no, it's got more hard pounded seating, which is not bad. I mean, this isn't a rough roller coaster, so it's not like it's going to be bad. I would have preferred the more cushiony seats. So, of course, you start out by turning to the right a couple of times where you get a nice force to the left, which is really nice. This definitely is feeling like the classic Woodies, where it will force you to each side of the trains. So you go up the lift hill, and I will say, this is the first GCI I've ever seen where it will have a holding brake on the lift. So it won't be at continuous speed. It'll slow down when needed to let the other train come through the station. So then it'll go back to normal speed, crest over a pre-drop. Then you turn to the left, feeling a lot of force to the right. You'll be forced to the right, which is, once again, really cool. Then you go into a tunnel, go over a little hill, and then drop. What's really cool is that back, you get a ton of airtime on the drop. It is nuts. So you drop, come out of the tunnel, and then you go and finish the drop, and then you go under a bridge tunnel, as I like to call it. And then you go into actually what's known for GCI, which is like airtime on a twist. So you after that, you go into airtime, another airtime, then turn into another airtime, airtime hill, and then you turn to the right while twisting back to the left, crest for another airtime while you're turning to the left, dip down for another airtime hill, then a small little airtime hill, then another G-size style airtime twist into the helix where you dip down, and then you experience basically the second fastest portion of the ride besides after the drop. Then you crest back up for another nice airtime moment and into the brake run. And I mean airtime, like this thing is insane. The airtime is nuts on this thing. You're going to be out of your seat more than 75% of the time. The other 25% of this ride is just you getting forced to each side from all these twists. This thing is forceful for being a family coaster. And I gotta say, by far, this is the best family coaster I've ever been on. This is for us as well. This is a family coaster, but also has designage where coaster enthusiasts or thrill seekers can enjoy this ride. And it is fantastic, and boy howdy was this thing awesome. While I was a little bit tweaking at the statement where I said it's not rough, there are a little bit of like rattly moments, so it's not perfect, I will say that. And yes, it is a little bit on the short side, but it packs a lot, and that is what's awesome. And then I will do it for this review. I'm going to give InvadR at Busch Gardens Williamsburg a B+. So, thank y'all for watching this Fanatic Reviews. I got another special one coming up next week, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. I can't wait to even review it. I can't believe it's come down to that. So, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to check out other Fanatic reviews that I have written. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more video content like this. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, roller coaster fanatics, keep coasting.